If you like and admire Laura Antonelli's work, you should definitely watch our picks for her best movies.
Un petit massage.
Number 10, The Innocent, directed by the renowned Italian filmmaker Luchino Visconti, is a visually stunning and emotionally intense period drama based on the novel by Gabriele D'Annunzio. It was Visconti's final film before his death, and it is often regarded as one of his masterpieces. The story is set in late 19th century aristocratic Italy and revolves around the complex relationships and moral dilemmas of its main characters. Tullio Hermile, played by Giancarlo Giannini, is a wealthy and arrogant aristocrat who is emotionally detached from his wife Giuliana, played by Laura Antonelli. Tullio is openly unfaithful, engaging in an affair with his lover, and treats his wife with cruelty and indifference. However, when he discovers that Giuliana has taken a lover and become pregnant, his jealousy and sense of male pride surface, leading to tragic consequences.
Giuliana, che succede? Bravo, aiutami.
Lascia pure che facciano i loro commenti.
Number 9, Till Marriage Do Us Part, is a 1974 Italian comedy film directed by Luigi Comencini. This movie is a satirical take on aristocratic morality and sexual repression, set against the backdrop of early 20th century Italy. We follow Eugenia Di Maqueda, a young aristocratic woman raised in a conservative and sheltered environment. Eugenia is married to her cousin Raimondo, a marriage arranged by their aristocratic families. However, after the wedding, a shocking revelation comes to light. Both Eugenia and Raimondo believe they are siblings, which leads to a great deal of confusion and moral dilemmas. The supposed blood relation prevents them from consummating their marriage, and as a result, they embark on a series of comical, erotic, and absurd situations. Number 8, Passion of Love, directed by Ettore Scola. Giorgio, a handsome and charismatic army officer who is in a passionate affair with a beautiful married woman named Clara, played by Laura Antonelli. However, Giorgio's life takes a dramatic turn when he is stationed at a remote army outpost. There he meets Fosca, a sickly, physically unattractive yet highly intelligent woman who becomes obsessively infatuated with him. Despite his initial rejection and repulsion, Giorgio finds himself drawn into a psychologically intense and consuming relationship with Fosca, who manipulates and overwhelms him with her desperate love. Number 7, Venus in Furs, directed by Massimo Dallamano. The film stars Laura Antonelli in the lead role of Wanda von Dunajew, the central character from the novella who enters a complex and twisted relationship with Severin, a man who becomes obsessed with her. In the original story, Severin desires to be dominated and humiliated by Wanda, which leads to a series of increasingly intense psychological and erotic exchanges. In Dallamano's film, the story is updated and reinterpreted with a stronger emphasis on the sensual and provocative aspects of the relationship, in line with the erotic film genre emerging in Italy at the time.
Morning, Lord.
Rosita,
Morning, ladies.
vieni un po'.
Flying high.
Number 6, The Divine Nymph. It stars Laura Antonelli in the lead role. The film is a lavish period piece set in the 1920s, combining elements of romance, eroticism, and melodrama, while offering a critique of the decadent lifestyles of Italy's aristocracy during that era. We follow an extraordinarily beautiful and mysterious woman who captures the attention of several wealthy men in Rome's high society. She becomes involved with Count Michel Barra, a dashing aristocrat who falls deeply in love with her. But their relationship is soon entangled in a web of jealousy, passion, and intrigue. Michelle is not the only man vying for her attention, and her beauty and allure provoke complex emotional and psychological responses from those around her.
Ricordi la volta che ti ho dato quello schiaffo?
Sì.
Number 5, Secret Fantasy. A struggling cellist becomes increasingly frustrated with his lack of recognition and the stagnant state of his career. His wife Costanza, played by Laura Antonelli, becomes the focal point of his desire and ambitions. As he begins to photograph her in increasingly provocative poses, their relationship takes a tumultuous turn. What starts as admiration gradually spirals into a form of exploitation, as Niccolò uses Costanza's beauty to gain notoriety. The film poignantly critiques the male gaze and the objectification of women, illustrating how Niccolò's obsession leads to both his wife's complicity in her own objectification and his ultimate downfall.
Anche perché Costanza ha ripreso quel suo aspetto di brava casalinga. Peccato.
Number 4. Wife Mistress is a 1977 Italian drama directed by Marco Vicario. Antonia, a woman who has been labeled as frigid by her husband Luigi on their wedding night. This remark leads to her emotional withdrawal and subsequent bedridden state. However, after Luigi mysteriously disappears, Antonia embarks on a journey in his horse and buggy to uncover the truth about his whereabouts. As she investigates, she delves into her husband's life, discovering his business dealings, political writings, and affairs with mistresses. This newfound knowledge awakens Antonia's own passions and desires, prompting her to take over Luigi's business and engage in social issues affecting the peasants on her family's land. In doing so, she gains independence and agency, ultimately beginning an affair with a young foreign doctor. Number 3. How Funny Sex Can Be is an Italian anthology comedy directed by Dino Risi. The movie consists of 9 separate comedic sketches, each exploring different aspects of love, relationships, and, of course, sex, known for its satirical humor and lighthearted take on sexuality. The film stars Giancarlo Giannini and Laura Antonelli, 2 prominent actors of Italian cinema in the 1970s. The film is a classic example of Italian-style comedy, which combines humor with social commentary, often highlighting the absurdities and contradictions in human relationships, particularly around sexuality.
Ma si figuri, nessun disturbo, anzi sarà una cena alla buona.
Number 2, Lovers and Other Relatives, directed by Salvatore Samperi. The story centers on Sandro, a young and impressionable boy, tasked with looking after his attractive sister-in-law, Laura, during a family vacation in Versilia, a popular seaside resort in Italy during the summer of 1956. Sandro's older brother Renzo is away, leaving Sandro to navigate the complexities of his feelings for Laura, who is beautiful and alluring. As Sandro spends time with Laura, he becomes increasingly infatuated with her, leading to humorous and awkward situations as he grapples with his burgeoning desires and the boundaries of familial relationships. The film highlights the tension between innocence and experience, capturing the trials of adolescence through Sandro's interactions with Laura.
Sandro,
Ridammi il libro.
basta. Bisogna smetterla, lo capisci? Sì che è una cosa assurda.
Il libro.
And number 1, Malicious. Following the death of his wife, a father of 3 sons hires an attractive young housekeeper named Angela, played by Laura Antonelli. The family is soon captivated by her beauty, and each son, from the youngest to the eldest, develops an infatuation with her. The narrative focuses on Nino, the middle son, who is a teenager grappling with his burgeoning sexual desires. As the story unfolds, Nino uses manipulative tactics to approach Angela, eventually resorting to blackmail to get her to comply with his advances. This leads to increasingly aggressive behavior, and he pressures her into compromising situations, showcasing a disturbing exploration of power dynamics and consent.
Ma come? Ora qui per telefono.
Do you agree with our list? Please let us know in the comments. And for more top movie videos, be sure to subscribe to Movie Soul.